why there are banana trees growing in our riprap wall.
Hello guys and welcome back. It's been actually so many days we did not make a video, and there was actually a reason for that, because we were moving with Gwen to our new unfinished house. Oh yeah, right now we are residing here when it's still unfinished, but the work's going on. But you will not miss anything, because we are gonna explain what was happening in those last 3 very rush and very stressful days. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. Like in the couple of last video, there was so many things happening: door installation, window installation, and tiles installation, the last one. So for now we are actually done with all the tiles. Tiles is like this. So actually it's finished, grout is filled in the spaces, but there is actually a huge mistake which happened during the tiles installation, which Gwen is actually very upset about, and I'm gonna explain what happened. During that day it was like very rush everything, and the workers, we are also pushing on them to make everything go fast so we can manage it up until Sunday, so we could actually already transfer our things here. And because of that it was really fast and quick work, but actually still good quality. The ornaments on the tiles are not really connecting. Like the ornament, it should be connecting to each tile and make it look nice and even ornaments of the, let's say, like a stone structure. But it did not happen. But in my opinion, it's a very small thing, and it still looks very nice. Very nice. So that's the first thing which happened actually. We were able to successfully transfer here with all those things, and also there had to be also a huge, or not really huge, but big shopping was happening, because we literally had no appliances for like living. No plates, no cups, no cooker, no rice cooker. We could actually buy just the pot and cook the rice on the stove, but it was very good price in the store for the rice cooker that time. It was a huge sale here in this part of Cebu. All the stores were having huge sales, so we just used that moment to get the things for the good price. That was happening actually day before. We went with Gwen for that huge shopping, and what we have everything. Like right now it's a huge mess, of course, sorry for that, but there is nothing else we can do. But important, we have chair, the second chair is still on the way, and table we have to pick up as well, because today we don't have work, tomorrow as well, so we can still manage preparing things. But on Tuesday we have to be ready with the table, with the chair, with the chairs, and with electricity, so we can work. Right now we really had to push a lot on the electrician so he can finish the work. So right now boys went on the lunch break, but we are in the process of electricity installation, and let's say up until the end of the week we could have the electricity. So up until the end of the week we will be still running on that electricity getting from the Gwen's cousin, but better than nothing. Think what came on my mind. I'm not sure if it's really approved by the electricians, but we connected that electricity we are borrowing from Gwen's cousin to our still not finished fuse box, but we already have the fuses, everything. But right now we connected this borrowed electricity to the circuit of the house. So
Did he remove the things?
So the electric plugs are actually working, and we could also test if everything is working well.
Yeah, but later he needs to remove the nails.
Oh yeah, and there came almost a disaster, because one morning I came here to work, of course, but at first what I always do, like check around what happened, what was happening, and what we found out with Gwen. I'm not sure if you can.
Mention the name of the
Yeah. What we could see, I'm not sure if you can see it, guys, but there are nails going through the protection of the wires. And that moment I could see that, I could not believe my eyes. And I got scared. And there is a reason why I was scared, because I did not know if the electrician hammered the nails through the protection and possibly also through the cables running into that protection. But luckily he explained us, he pushed those nails just by finger, so the protection can hold in the wall. So like this he could avoid the cable, because if you are just pushing it through the protection with the finger, you are possibly not gonna ruin the cables. But that moment when I could see that, I thought, like, the first thought which came on my mind was like, we can remove all the cables which are already installed in the walls, hammer the concrete everywhere and start literally from beginning, because we did not know if the electricity wiring is damaged or not. That was the crazy thing. And today was actually the first night we spent here sleeping, because we had to leave our apartment in the city already. Our contract was ending, and it would not be really smart to extend the rent, because the short-term rent was 100% of the long-term rent. And thinking about this, we can finish the inside of the room in 1 or 2 weeks, so we can actually survive here for those 2 weeks, and after the inside is done, then perfectly everything living is possible. Though the inside will be done, and we can continue on the outside area, which is the kitchen area and also the CR area, toilet area. Like, yeah, up until now we still don't have finished the bathroom and the toilet. That's why yesterday we washed and brushed this barrel, one of the barrels we have here, and this is specifically just for taking a bath, washing dishes, or washing the clothes, just like Gwen right now is making amazing job washing clothes. Like, for example, guys, in your bathroom area you have nice cabinets where you can place your soap, shampoo, toothbrush, soap, everything. Well, we don't really have cabinets for now, but we have this pile of hollow blocks here which works well and is fine.
I'm using neighbor's fence.
Neighbor's fence will be for drying the clothes. We don't have anything, but what we have right now is enough.
Yeah.
And this is a house. For surviving here, we actually bought today the stove. Like it was actually Gwen picking up the stove. Clearly that it was not me picking up the stove and it was Gwen, thanks to the color. So that's it. We have a stove. Also we have couple of pots, a pan, spoon, forks, plates, cups, water. What we don't have right now, and actually we are still not gonna be bringing it up here, is the fridge. Fridge is still waiting down there in the village, and because of that we still don't have the electricity here. It would be not really much useful to be carrying it here right now, so we will just wait once the area here is finished. After that we will bring up the fridge so we can store our foods. But rice, the first thing, rice doesn't really need to stay in the fridge, like eggs as well not. Vegetable, like here in the Philippines or anywhere in the world, you can buy everyday vegetable. So, and vegetable can outside last you 1 or 2 days, so no problem. And some canned food or a fish, fresh fish, can be also bought every day. So it's like a little bit complicated thing that we could save the travel to the city if we have a fridge. But for now, those 2 weeks without the fridge, easy.
The feeling right now is like you are from the scratch.
Oh yeah, we are living from the scratch again.
Moving out again.
Moving out again. Like it was actually our 4th moving in the last 6 months. One moving out from in the Czech Republic, from the city to our house, then from our house to the Philippines. Then we arrived the first day here to the Philippines, to the Gwen's house, but it was absolutely not place for us because of that. There was not a peace, it was very noisy and we could not work there and we could not sleep during the day. So that's why we found out the apartment in the city, which we also left right now. And after how many months? We started the construction in the beginning of March, so March, April, May, and now it's almost the end of June. So in the 4 months we actually managed all of this, of course with the help of workers and family. Like Kuya is selling chicken on the motorbike, like running around like it. You can spot in the Philippines like trucks running around with the huge speakers speaking something, and you will hear Isda. Isda is a fish, so those trucks are selling fish. And the other way you can meet the motorbike riders with the styrofoam boxes. Probably there is some cold drinks or meat. We did not buy. We did not
Because
buy.
the only ones us to sell feet of the chicken.
Just the feet?
Yeah.
Oh, so we would not be able to buy the meat, like for example the chicken breast or chicken thighs, legs, but just the feet, which is a thing you will also notice a lot here in the Philippines in the street barbecue. Honestly, I'm not really much fan of those chicken fingers, but Gwen likes it. But that's how you can eat the chicken fingers. Actually, you will peel the skin from the chicken legs. There is like 1 millimeter layer of skin. You will peel that off and then you have just a little bit of meat and the bones. It's clean, of course, if you will peel that skin and wash the chicken, wash the meat, wash the fingers. Like living on the construction is kinda tricky, but that's the only way we can do right now.
Thank you.
What will be like the biggest complication actually, like once there we have to finish the work inside, meaning the electricity, putting cement, like filling the spaces, everything, and then the last part is plastering the walls, finishing the walls. It means that we always have to transfer some things to the one side of the room, finish the half, and then transfer everything. So every day is just like, since morning already today, it was all about transferring. Also, we had to put this scaffolding here inside because we had to reach up to the ceiling to install the lights, wires, everything. So we actually had to be careful not to scratch the tiles right away, so put the cartoon. It works. I was saying in one previous video, it's gonna be a battlefield, living just like in a battlefield.
I'm washing my panty here. So guys, while checking our riprap wall, I found some gems. Why there are banana trees growing in our riprap wall? Like there was nothing like this before, and where they came from? Like how come they are now growing, but the goats are eating them? So as you can see, there are no leaves. So guys, I guess I really need to remove it, though I really want them to stay growing, so we will have banana in the future. But then in my opinion, it would really affect our riprap wall, so I really need to remove it. We actually have so much things to clean here all around as well, but for now we don't have time to do that. We still need to clean here in the all around riprap wall, remove some soil still and throw it somewhere. Make a canal, of course, because as you can see, it's really hard without the canal. The water is flowing down there when I was cleaning, or what, flowing there, of course, not in the street as well, where there are motorbikes going, and it might be slippier for them, of course. So there will be so much things to clean here. And Kuba started cleaning, and some of the materials will give it to my brother, since he's going to also build his little house, like cottage house. But we have excess materials, so we are going to give it to them, and we don't need it. And we don't need it, and also it's very annoying in here. There are a few of them left, and he can use it for his little cottage house. Just a few meters, maybe half of our room with Kuba. So he's going to make that to repair his little house. And my brother started the sink as well, but it's not finished. They're on lunch right now. There are so many things going on here still. There are like not really many, but there are still things needs to be done. But Kuba and I decided we are going to make it slowly for us. So as you can see, for today there are only 2 workers left, because we removed 2 of them as well. Laborers are not really needed nowadays. We only need skilled people to stay here in our house to work on other things, because for laborers here in the Philippines, laborers' job are assisting the skilled workers, and there's nothing much to do. So that's why my other brother is not here anymore. I just let him understand that he cannot come back here on Monday because we don't need them anymore as for now. So maybe in the future, if we need them, we can hire them again. And the other one, Jago, is not here as well anymore, since there are already 2 workers, 2 skilled workers, and Jago is the 3rd one, and we don't need any other 3rd one. So as for now, just the manager and my other brother who is left here, because as for now we planned that 2 of them are going to focus on sink first. For now, sink, because it's too hard for us to cook without it. And also next time, after they're done with that, they will focus on the bathroom and the toilet room. And after that, they will still focus on plastering this area because it's not plastered yet, this wall, the steps. And they still need to make also stairs for us when we go down there in front, because we don't have stairs. It's kind of deep for us to step on that, so they still need to work on that. And they are still gonna finish as well the wall here in front. And after that, the manager is going to also finish everything in the, oh my god, mosquito. It's going to finish everything for the roof. Gonna kill it. It's gonna eating my blood so much. I did not really notice it's not itchy. It's crazy. And then that's all. But you know, guys, that's part of our plan that we will be putting railings all around our terrace and our kitchen. But as for now, we are still waiting for our budget, you know. And that could be the last thing that we will also do, as well as the tiles here outdoor. We need the tiles here as well because this is prone for wetting, especially during rainy season. So we really want to have our tiles, but that could be in the future, not for now. Also, we plan to really clear everything, but for now we can't do that because, you know, we don't have other people to do that. But Kubab is planning that he's be the one doing that as well. We do need to throw others as well, as we mentioned before. And when we throw the soils here, we are going to put it here in front because we still need to beam our walls and also extension here. So there are so many things needs to be done, but not many compared before, that we really need a lot of workers. So because before we had Toming, we had Bryle, we had the other Bryle as well. So there are so many workers have been working with us. I think 10 of them already. But since we don't need them anymore, for now they stop. We let them stop, and we just focused on important things that needs to be done. Of course, we also need to, you know, rely or adjust based on our budget. So for now, it's materials are more important as well than having workers or having more workers. Of course, jobs can't be done without workers, but materials are more important than having more workers. And for me, or for us with Cuba as well, when I discussed with the manager, 2 workers for now is enough for us. So one comments I read as well that they suggested that having lights in the columns are also very pretty amazing, or it looks very nice. And thank you so much for that comment, actually, because we have planned that already, and the electrician has already installed lights, but I think he made a mistake for this one. They're supposed to not be facing in front but facing to the other side, this one, and the same for the other side. And I think he made a mistake, but since he put the electricity here, that could be fine. So there could be two lights in here. I can put some solar lights or outdoor lamp outside, and the other one is there as well, and 2 other ones in here. 2 other ones here. So Jacob and I went to the stores yesterday in Welcome Depot, or Depot, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Welcome Hardware. We also bought our things like lights and stuff. So what we decided, we are going to buy those warm lights, but not the cool lights, because cool lights are very attractive for the insects. And last night we had cool lights in here. It was very light, and you know, we don't really have much neighbors. It's only us in this house and our neighbor one there. But there's a little house there, but no one is living, so they have temporary lights in there. But what we have is the big one, like super big one. I think it has 35 watts. So it was too much light in early last night. And there were so many insects in here, especially those flying termites, and they were all around our house running here, and also big spiders, and Kuba is very very scared of spiders, so I had to kill 2 of them, like big ones, super big ones. And there were beetles, cockroach here overnight. It was so crazy, like because of the cool light we have, and it's very attractive to the insects. So Kuba and I decided we will have the warm lights. So yesterday we bought the yellow lights as well, and it's already installed, so you will see it. It's you understand what I'm saying. It's like warm lights. So because as far as I know, we did the research with Kuba, and warm lights are less attractive for insects rather than the daylights or the cool lights. So it's a good choice for us, since both of us in the beginning, even without the reason of insects, we both want the warm light, not the cool light, because I don't know, we prefer that. But here in the Philippines, if you're here, cool lights are very common. It's everywhere in the houses, and that's what really are using than the warm lights. But we want it different with Kuba and I, so that's what we decide. And as Kuba mentioned earlier as well, we also bought our stove, and this is the very most common stoves here in the Philippines. Like we call it butane. Like, this is really not really for house, or in my opinion, if it's only like if you're going to a camping, most people are gonna bring this somewhere in a mountain. It's easy to access or easy to use. But here in the Philippines, since most people cannot really afford buying those like big ones and those expensive ones, so a lot of people are using it here, and it's also very common in here, and it's also very very easy to use. But at the same time, the gas is just for few cooking. It maybe lasts for, I don't know, 2 days in my opinion. So it's very easy. Kuba doesn't really know how to use it, so I was really teaching him, and just have to lock it here. But after use, you have to unlock it as well, so you won't really waste the gas in that. And turn it on that way. It's too hot. Oh my god. And that's how it's being used. And it's not pink just because I'm a girl. It's because there's no other color there in the store. Wala pa man abot. Wala pa. Naglakaw brutok lang. Not because I'm a girl, that's why I chose pink. No, it's not because of that. But because there's no other color. Earlier, I was even asking the seller, like, can you please find other colors? Because I don't want pink, because I have a husband who's using it as well, and most of the time he's the one cooking. And I don't want pink, and it gets dirty easily as well. So I prefer black, but they don't have, she said. So that's the reason why it's pink. And then, for now, we don't have any cabinets yet. Maybe in the future, guys. Or maybe we will just buy plywoods and let our manager make it. That's our plan, maybe for now. But we really have so many clothes, and it's kind of very messy, and having that is very important. And of course, table as well for our work with Kuba. And we don't have table as well for working, and we don't have table as well for eating. So that's also something we will figure it out in the future. Of course, we can buy temporary ones, not those really expensive and fancy ones. We don't need that for now. The most important is we have a table, and we can just buy, cheap one somewhere in the store. But also, we could have bought it yesterday and today, but one of the circumstances is we don't have a car. The last time when we took our things, we borrowed my brother, but for now, the truck is very busy. And some people were scamming us as well when we transferred some of our things from the village up here. It's only 5 minutes of riding, but they wanted us to pay them 600, which is really crazy. So that's something that we are really scared about, especially those people who are tagging too much delivery when it's not really, it doesn't make sense at all. But that's something that it can prevent it here, and it could really happen even to those people or to those people who are closer to you. You can prevent that. So we're kind of disappointed with Kuba. So as for now, we really haven't decided to buy a car. We haven't really decided to buy a table because we don't have a transportation, and we still need to find people who doesn't tag as expensive fare. And you know what's my suggestion as well, what I could advise if you're deciding to live here in the Philippines? Of course, it's too important you will have two motorbikes and truck, or this kind of truck that is not an auto. We call it auto here in the Philippines, those kind of closed trucks or closed cars. But it's important for you to have those pickup trucks or even a truck, because if you have things to deliver like that, you don't have to pay people, and if you pay for delivery, it's very, very, very expensive. And that's a struggle as well. While we are shopping our materials, our stuff, we are paying twice of the delivery fee than the price of the things. So that's the struggle for us.